Today, taking a closer look at Tuesday's bridge collapse in the US city of Baltimore.
But how could such a bridge collapse in the first place and so quickly?
Looks like things got a little chaotic in Baltimore on Tuesday, 27 March 2024. A container ship measuring 984 feet collided with a pillar of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland, resulting in the collapse of the bridge. It has been reported that 6 individuals have tragically lost their lives. Who's to blame for the bridge collapse in Baltimore, the cargo ship, or the bridge itself? Let's dive straight into the video as we are going to reveal shocking facts about this incident. Welcome to a new video of Thinkverse. The Baltimore Bridge, often referred to as the Key Bridge, was dedicated in 1977 to honor Francis Scott Key, a poet from Maryland who lived in the 19th century and authored the lyrics for the Star-Spangled Banner, the national song of the United States. The bridge connected Baltimore Harbor with the Patapsco River, about 1.6 miles, 2.6 kilometers in length. The bridge is known for its continuous truss design and impressive main span of 1,200 meters, which ranked as the 3rd longest among bridges of its kind globally. In 2023, the port handled an unprecedented 1.3 million tons of imported cargo, with an expected 800,000 automobiles passing through. The video footage of the incident seems to capture the bridge collapsing in a split second as the container ship Dolly collides with one of its pillars. The Dolly, launched in late 2014, was built by Hyundai Heavy Industries, one of the world's largest shipbuilders. The ownership of this vessel belongs to Grace Ocean Private Limited, proudly displaying the Singapore flag and propelled by diesel engines. If the Dolly were to stand upright, it would almost reach the top of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, or approximately 2/3 of the way up the Empire State Building in New York. Quite impressive, isn't it? This massive vessel had the capacity to transport nearly 10,000 standard-sized metal shipping containers. Unfortunately, at the time of the incident, it was loaded with close to 4,700 containers. Operating giant container ships comes with its fair share of advantages, both environmental and economic. However, their massive size and weight can pose quite a challenge when it comes to maneuvering and stopping, especially in unexpected situations. 8 knots, or 9 miles per hour, was the ship's speed. Authorities were able to halt bridge traffic and avert more fatalities in response to the mayday, but they were unable to clear the way for the construction crew repairing potholes on the bridge. One person was retrieved uninjured, and the other was in a serious condition. Still, 6 people are missing. The governor of Maryland stated that following the ship's mayday call, authorities prevented more loss of life by prohibiting the use of the bridge. The ship also attempted to escape the collision by lowering its anchors. Let's discuss the facts. Why did the ships collapse? Bridges have an issue that civil engineers have known about for a long time. Many of them aren't strong enough to resist the loads that cargo ships sometimes carry. Tragically, this sort of bridge collapse has happened before. The accident report from the National Transportation Safety Board highlighted the absence of a pier protection system as a contributing factor in the bridge's failure. It mentioned that such a system could have helped absorb some of the impact force or redirect the vessel. During the reconstruction of the Sunshine Skyway, engineers came up with a clever solution to prevent collisions and protect the bridge. They decided to install dolphins, which are concrete structures strategically placed around the bridge's piers. These dolphins not only absorb the impact of a collision, but also act as a barrier, preventing boats from directly hitting the bridge. Following the Sunshine Skyway tragedy, the American Association of State Highway and Transportation officials decided to shake things up by introducing new specifications for vessel collision design of highway bridges in 1991. According to the new standards, engineers are now required to design navigable waterways with the goal of avoiding any potential collapse of the superstructure. This involves taking into account various factors such as the size and type of the vessel, available water depth, vessel acceleration, as well as structure response. With the adoption of AASHTO's vessel collision guidelines, we witnessed the construction of impressive bridges like the Arthur Ravenel Jr. Bridge in South Carolina. The new bridge was finished in 2005 as a replacement for an older one that was considered unsafe and too low for large ships to sail under. The collapse of the key bridge will surely make cities reconsider the precautions they have in place for their bridges. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. In addition to liking and commenting, we hope you will consider subscribing to Thinkverse to enable us to continue making more videos.